NIKKE is building up something big for the story this year, and there are some things that need to be said. Get ready for episode 2 of Schizo Theories. Levi's age. The commander directly asked Levi's age not to ask if she was legal. This is already off to a bad start. But just to get a bit more information from her. Despite the direct question, Levi never reveals her age, and there is a reason for this. Depending on her age, the evolution of the four beasts happened after Cindy caught off the space station or before. If after, let's say Levi is 50 years old, it would have indicated that offsprings are the older, more superior generation. They answer to Marian, and similar queens. They also likely need to consume nymph to function, because that's how they were originally created. And also might be behind why they are so much stronger and can transform. The four beasts, on the other hand, answer to no one or someone else. I'm gonna guess it's no one since they want to create a brand new species. They also don't need to consume nymph, in fact, Levi'd rather not, and they see each other as a family. Aww. You might even go as far as to say that they don't even have a queen because they don't even know how they were originated. They never talk about how they are in the service of the queen. Still, they're affected by our blood and have similarities to the Raptures, which could suggest that they just don't know that they have a queen. Also, their only goal is revenge against offsprings. It's not to eradicate humans or the Ark. It's not consuming NIKKEs and conquering the world. It's just beating the offsprings, which completely goes against the fundamentals of the Rapture faction. Hell, Behemoth clearly wanted some friends that weren't Raptures. I'll be more than that for you, baby. Let's go crazier. All of it connects to the honeybee. Yep, the honeybee. The queen is absolute. It's responsible for birthing all of the bees or close to it. Levi makes the connection with how the Ark is like a protective womb that produces NIKKEs. We know there is an Ultra Rapture core within the Ark, and it's not far-fetched to say that the Ark has its own queen. Levi is also planting literal eggs, which is planned to be the basis of creation within the Ark of the Four Beasts. Honeybees can select a new queen when the old one dies or is injured. So, when the queen was wounded by Cindy and ultimately cut off from the planet, the Raptures had no choice but to find a new queen. This is where the worker bees come in. The worker bees are the ones to choose the new queen. In this case, the worker bee is Chatterbox, hence why he's so attached to Marian. In honeybee colonies, if multiple queens emerge, they fight until only one remains. This might explain the hostility between Rapture factions. Often honeybee colonies are cultivated by a higher being. This being isn't directly involved with everything the bees do. They are a neutral entity that are there to supervise and make the colony thrive. We call these entities beekeepers, right? And what does keep rhyme with? Deep. I'm just fucking with you guys. But the point still stands. Deep are like the beekeepers. They want the colony to thrive and are heavily involved behind the scenes. But the bees have plenty of work to do for themselves. Beekeepers are at length looking to extract something from the bees. So what is the honey equivalent in NIKKE? Is it the commander's blood? Is it dark matter, which is used in the 4B survival, but it's not used as a food source like honey is? Or is it the crystals? This is the closest to honey in terms of a form of energy, but like dark matter, we don't really know much about it. Anyways, I'm not here to insult the story saying, hey, look, it's all connected to honeybees, huh? I'm not. I'm just making an observation. Just an observation. Part 2. The Fall of the Commander. The hints are growing stronger and stronger with each chapter that the commander will fall one day. Here we ask Rappy the hard question, to which she answers without really answering. She kind of brushes it off, saying the possibility is zero. If the commander is wrong, then the world is wrong. Her husband is too good for villainy. The commander isn't satisfied with the answer. He doesn't even give a reassurance that she's correct. And none of the NIKKEs, all around them, say they would take him down either. Piece by piece, the puzzle is slowly revealing itself, making my claims that the commander isn't going to be Mr. Good Guy for much longer a decent possibility. Commander admitted to seeing himself on the billboard felt real nice. Our not-so-suspect Neon even drops a title for us that is oddly similar to, maybe we'll just let it slide this time, huh? The central government are scared to praise him more. They're frightened about his popularity because no other commander since the New Hope has done as much as he has. No one ever has conquered multiple heretics in such a short span of time, and his influence is more powerful than anything the central government has. Piece number 2. Crow is still alive. Her terrorist attack accomplished many of her goals except for one: the complete fall of the commander. She tried really hard, but alas, it was thwarted. Why would they keep such a hated character alive? Is she there for a typical future redemption arc, or is she being stored as a tool to accelerate our downfall? Piece number 3. Dorothy. Dorothy still wants some sort of revenge against the Ark, and the fastest way to get there is by using us, making us out to be some sort of villain through the communication channels she's established. After all, she's the one that saw that we left Nihilister alive. She can use that to spread propaganda by calling us a traitor, which leads us to piece number 4, the traitor. Falling in this case is synonymous to becoming a traitor of the Ark. We are, after all, getting dangerously cozy with the heretics. We've conspired with outside factions to shelter Marion. We left Nihilister alive because we felt pity. We've reclaimed a portion of the surface and used part of it to home Cinderella. We're making deals with the 4 beasts, even as far as reviving Behemoth, just so we can understand them better. Our constant companion Rappy is utilizing unknown technology to exponentially increase her prowess. If the Ark finds out about any of this, the natural response would be to assume the commander has gone rogue, that we've switched sides to increase the size of our harem. How would the commander be able to explain any of this to a hermit civilization taught only to know that all external forces are of the enemy? And the commander agrees to an extent, no? He aligns more to the NIKKEs than the humans. His friends and lovers are NIKKEs. The only humans he has positive interactions with are these 3, and it's not like he had a choice. The Ark sucks, and he knows it. He's seen it, the inequality of the Outer Rim, the demonization of NIKKEs, and the horrific history behind that. The injustices of Shuen, Birmingham, or Enoch. This is a world that needs to change, and he'll do something about it eventually. That's all for this episode of Schizo Theories. Let me know how I did this time, or if I should have just stuck to talking about how awkwardly horny Rappy is now. Like it's getting out of hand now. I don't know what her game plan is, or if she wants to make an enemy out of everyone, but yeah.